Oh, so I know most of us had those little action figures growing up. I had a cowboy, an Indian, and G.I. Joe. This should have been my parents' first clue. Gay man, half the village people in my closet. And I know it's St. Patrick's Day, but nobody looks good in green except G.I. Joe, okay? Their second clue should have been my Dr. Seuss books. Do you like big bears with fur? Would you like one dressed as a cop? Do you think that one's a top? Oh, and I know it's kind of stereotypical, but I do love musicals. What I realized, though, is that the best musicals are about the worst subjects. Rent is about AIDS. Sweeney Todd is about cannibalism. Spring Awakening is about teen suicide. Jesus Christ Superstar. This is not a happy ending.
Truth.
So I'm going to write a very successful musical. I'm going to call it Three Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and it's going to star Donald Trump, Ted Cruz, John Kasich. Oh. No, you know what? It wouldn't work because sequels to musicals don't work. You're going to end up with stuff like Goodbye Dolly. My Fair Lady Strikes Back. The Sound of Soft Rock Music. Oh wait, they did that. They called it Glee. Oh. Continuing with stereotypes, of course, you know, people always say gay men are always, if they're not doing it, they're thinking about doing it. And then when they're done doing it, they say, when can we do that again? Of course, I'm talking about home renovations, home remodeling. Yeah, most people have pictures of their kids on their cell phone. We have pictures of our latest remodeling projects. You want to see a new toilet? My husband wants to get one of those new Japanese toilets, you know, that goes... Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I mean, that electricity, balls, water, I don't think that's a good combination. I'm just not... And you know, I'm a little intimidated by a toilet seat even, with a 50-page user manual. And you know, I read over the whole thing, that, you know, all the 20-some functions that it has, and I realized even with all those functions, it doesn't tell you whether your spouse wants you to leave the seat up or down. Oh. See the Disneyland thing there? Yeah. I'm also, okay, so one of the things I'm not stereotype, I do not like gay days at Disneyland. Gay days at Disney, we're all supposed to wear red shirts. Now this is supposedly so we can identify each other. 364 other days of the year, we have no trouble identifying each other. And it's amazing to get that many gay people to agree on an outfit for one day. I will even admit that it's empowering to look out down Main Street and to see thousands of red shirts. But I'm also a Star Trek geek. I know what happens to red shirts, and it has nothing to do with roller coasters and singing animals. Oh. Some of my bear friends, we bottomed out Small World one time. Yeah, it's actually not the joke. The thing is, when you bottom out Small World, the dolls start singing, "There's a weight limit after all." Oh. I mentioned my husband and I doing some renovation. We've actually been together for 27 years. Thank you. That's 45 in straight years. And for the gay people, that's as long as Cher has been doing farewell tours. Yeah, we've done a lot in that time. We're always doing new things together. We've gone scuba diving. Gay men going down, figure it out. We've gone gay square dancing, which after a while I realized, oh, that's kind of redundant, I guess. We recently went to the shooting range. And I realized this is the NRA's worst nightmare. Hashtag gays with guns. And with that little Charlie's Angels pose, you know? Oh. But you do things like that over the years, and I realize I am never going to leave this man. I found found out he's a way better shot than I am. Yeah. Yes. Oh, like any relationship though, any long-term relationship, we do have the impossible question. Every relationship has one. And for us, it was one day when we were on vacation, and he looks in the mirror and he says, "Have I always been this fat? Have I always been this fat?" Oh. I paused a little too long. But I did manage to save it. I said, "You're just the right size for me, dear."
Way to go. Nice.
He dressed like G.I. Joe that night. Oh, but we do have disconnects, though, even after 27 years. We were climbing into bed the other night, and I said, "Honey, I took a Viagra." And he said, "Honey, I took an Ambien." I'm Steve Heyl, thank you.